What gets me really out of bed in the morning is going into work and knowing someone might come to me and say, we have a problem, we need you to develop a solution to solve it, but I get to be the architect of that solution.
In order to be successful within an organization, it requires a person to have a certain level of understanding, not only on the business side, but also on the information technology side. I decided to enroll in the Master of Science in Information Systems program because of a lot of my current work responsibilities. Looking at where technology is going and the use of data within organizations, I thought it would be a really good idea.
So I learned a lot on my own, and what was great about Penn State is it took that individual learning experience that I had and really cemented it and really gave it a level of credibility that I didn't have on my own. In my case, I knew how to develop software projects, but I had no idea on how to document those products, how to put together a project proposal for a potential customer.
The faculty at Penn State Harrisburg have been great. Everybody is very friendly, very knowledgeable, always trying to ensure that their students are actually learning something from their classes.
I was very fortunate to be exposed specifically to 2 or 3 instructors that really kind of molded me. You know, if you come here, you're going to be in good hands. I think the people here really care about you. They care about your journey through this academic institution.
The content is very up to date. It relates to, current environment and current events.
That was honestly one of the most appealing things about Penn State, the ability to take class at night.
My daughter is a first-year student in college this year, so trying to balance, continuing to support her at an out-of-state location and continuing all of the responsibilities that I currently have with my professional career, along with my poor husband. The MSIS program definitely offers the ability to adjust things as you're going. When you're looking at the schedule of classes to take, there's a few hybrid classes, there's a couple of online classes, there's in-person classes.
In terms of the workload and the rigor, it's a rigorous program. There's a lot of work involved, but it never felt overwhelming. It never felt like so much that I was drowning in it. I think everything's paced very appropriately.
I'm taking it a little bit slower than probably your typical student. I'm taking 1 class a semester.
Without that kind of flexibility, I don't know if it would have been possible to finish a master's degree in my current job, because my current job is pretty demanding, and sometimes projects spill into evenings and weekends, and that's going to happen. And fortunately, Penn State, being here is flexible enough. I never really ran into a situation where I couldn't hit a deadline at work because of school, or I couldn't hit a deadline at school because of work.
Once I finish my MSIS program, I'm anticipating that it will enable me to be able to demonstrate additional skills and knowledge for either a role on the business side or a role on the information technology side.
I think if you're a working professional in the IT field and you're looking for ways to advance your career, I think Penn State is a great option. I think any employer is going to value additional education. I think any employer is going to recognize the credibility of Penn State and what type of a university it is. But if you're working for a company or an organization or an academic institution, and that's the path you see for your journey in the IT world, I would say getting a master's in information systems is the fastest way that you would probably be able to advance.